Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and one of the things that I found out about while I was in the middle of my move, and I haven't been able to comment on this yet, is Bostin Loyd has announced that he is going to fund and promote a G4P webcam and muscle worship site. Now, a lot of people are going to want me to hate on this. You'll be like, oh man, Jason, you should come in here and hate on this. You know what, I'm not going to hate on this. Actually, this doesn't surprise me at all. Bostin pretty much has always been consistent in sticking with the most controversial elements of bodybuilding, whether it's been massive drug abuse, site enhancement, even DNP, whatever it happens to be. He's always promoted the most fringe elements of it that get people's attention, and he's done it as business endeavors. And so for him to jump in and do this, I don't think is anything different or unusual. It's pretty consistent with the way Bostin's always done business, his business model. It doesn't surprise me. I can totally see him doing this. And the reality is, just like all the drug stuff, the whole G4P thing and muscle worship thing has always been part of competitive bodybuilding. If people are going to get involved in that world and that lifestyle, they're going to run into that by the truckload. That is simply part of the bodybuilding subculture. It's a very homoerotic subculture, and it's always been largely funded by men who worship muscle, by other men who worship muscle. There has always been a massive homoerotic component and prostitution component to it. The only difference is with the internet, I would say in a way that's died down, because a lot of these guys who actually had to physically sell their bodies in person before to pay for their drugs, their food, everything else that they do, they can now do cam shows and videos and things like that to where they don't actually have to have physical contact with these people in order to make the same amount, if not more money. So in a lot of ways, it's kind of toned down the nature of bodybuilding and that whole subculture. It's actually brought it down a notch, just with the advent of webcams and cam shows and things. So, and that's really a lot safer and better for those people who choose to indulge in that. So I don't really have a problem with him doing this. I'm not going to hate on it. It's certainly not for me. I don't plan on participating in this. I wouldn't watch one. I have no interest in any of this, but I'm also not a bodybuilder. But as far as it being a potentially positive thing for the guys getting involved with it, I can see from their perspective, the guys getting involved with this, that this could actually be a pretty attractive offer and beneficial thing for them, because they can make more money with less risk to themselves to afford the outrageously expensive lifestyle that many of them have to be involved in serious bodybuilding. So it just is what it is. And as a lot of those guys say, they're not gay, but $20 is $20.